You're just not ready. Oh my goodness. I know I'm that way.
Because the weekend is too much fun. If you're living for the weekend and you're 50 years old, there could be a problem.
Yeah.
Wait, we're 59 and 60.
One.
61.
Yeah.
Yeah, we throw that one in there.
So yeah, I mean, it's just hard. It's hard to make yourself get up in the morning sometimes. And
Gosh, yes.
and and here's the deal, guys. I don't hate my job. I really don't. I just don't like that it takes all my time.
Do you guys hate your job? Put a Y in the chat if you hate your job.
Where are you talking from? From who?
Oh, it's just one of those people. Yeah.
We're talking to whoever wants to listen. If you don't want to listen, go on. That's
Keep
okay.
on. Bye.
So
bye. I can't remember how that goes. Bye.
So yeah, we're just a lot of people just working for the weekend, and I don't know. I'd rather just work for myself and have all the time that we want.
Yes.
I really enjoy it. Bye. So we really we love working for ourselves. We love having our own online business. It's just really, really fun.
It is.
We enjoy being on here. We enjoy building the businesses together. It's so much more fun than going to work for 11 hours a day. It really is.
Oh my goodness. We have a great time together.
We really do.
Building this business or just play it. I mean, we just have a great time together.
We have a good time. We enjoy,
Hello, everybody. Thanks for hopping in. Let us know where you're from.
Yeah. Let us know where you're from.
Yes, we love hearing from you.
We do.
We are in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear where you guys are from.
Yeah, we do. We love
Pop
hearing
that
where
in the
everybody's
chat.
from. But last night we had people in here from, where were they from? They're from, I don't remember where they were from. They're from, was it Ireland?
We're that kind of old. It was Ireland, yeah.
Yeah, Ireland, and somebody from some other country. I don't know.
Where was
A lot of Canadians.
Yes, a lot of Canadians.
Come on here. That's cool.
Daydreamer is from, looks like the UK.
Okay,
is
welcome.
Or Britain. I don't know which flag is that.
Yes, Britain.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Good to have you.
Thanks for hopping in.
We love your country.
I wish I could. I wish I could think of an accent right now. I'd try that. USA and China.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mongolia. What? Are you making that up? Mongolia? That's incredible.
Cool.
Tell me the truth. Put a Y in the chat if that's the truth.
It's okay.
User. Oh, no. We like them to put Y's in the chat.
Go ahead. Lie to me.
We like to hear from y'all.
Yeah. We're excited about being here.
Netherlands. Oh my goodness.
I love the Netherlands.
Oh, we met the nicest lady in the Netherlands. Yes, he's telling me the truth. That's awesome. We met this lady on a cruise in the Netherlands, and she was fantastic.
She was a super nice
Karen.
lady.
Her name was Karen. She owned a bakery.
Yeah, in some little town. I don't remember
a little bitty town.
Yeah. But anyway, she was a super nice lady. She was. But guys, we're going here talking about how to make money online.
Do you know Karen? I'm just sitting.
Do you know Karen?
There's only one
It's
Karen.
a big country.
There's only one Karen in all the Netherlands. I have tickled myself. Hello, Tia. Tia Business Building. Yes, awesome.
Yeah.
I may be saying that wrong. Tia.
Yeah.
Thanks for hopping in.
We're here building a business. That's what we're doing.
Sharing ourselves with our lives.
We're trying to get out of that 9-to-5 job. That's I don't know about you guys, but it takes all your time. And the older you get, when I was young, I could work all day and play all night.
Oh gosh, we could.
We get home from work and we go to the lake and water ski for 4 hours.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And get up the next morning and do it all over again.
Now we don't even want to get the boat out to go fishing if he's been at work all day.
I'm too tired. So,
that's how old we are.
I just want my time back.
Exactly.
That's what we set out to do. About 7 months ago, we got involved in an online business that we're getting our time back. So.
Anybody else having that conversation all the time? How do we get out of these daggum jobs? Put a yes in the chat. If you are, and you and your spouse, you and your friends, whoever, just having that conversation all the time. Because we spend hours talking about how can we make things different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially since we found this business. Yeah. We spend a lot of time chatting about it because we're fired up about it.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. We're really excited about it because, the thing is part-time work for full-time pay.
Exactly.
Which, you might say, well, how does that work? Well, it works because, the internet works for you. It's going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yes.
And that's the kind of business you want. How many of you guys want an automated business that makes money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Count me in.
That's right.
Yes, and yes.
And that's what the internet does. I don't care if it's this business or some other business. It's on 24 hours a day. It never shuts off.
Is that your business name? Paul Mall?
Paul Mall.
PDC Darts?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Great.
Thanks for hopping in,
Yeah,
though.
thank you. So, I mean, we like that. We like the idea of an internet business, an online business, because, it's just one of those things that we just think that it's just, I don't know, it's the best thing since sliced bread in our opinion. And we've owned 8 different businesses in our lifetime, or our adult life anyway. We just, we've been in manufacturing for like over 30 years.
We
so
in Germany love darts. Oh, okay. You're
Okay.
from Germany. Awesome.
I like to play darts too. I'm no good at it, but I like to play.
I'm
Yeah.
terrible at it.
I need you. I
Littler.
need
I
you
don't
to
know
teach
who
me
that
how to
is.
play.
I don't know who Luke Littler is, though.
No.
Is that a famous dart person?
It could be
Darts
Darts
Premier
Premier
League.
League.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're part of the Darts Premier League.
Cool. Yeah. Well, we don't know. Darts is, I guess, pretty popular in some arenas around here. I don't know anybody personally, but sounds interesting. Sounds fun.
Sounds like something you can do for even when you're old like us.
That's right. A water skiing. My water skiing days are about over with.
Yeah, snow skiing days. Yeah,
I mean, I can do it, but
right. It's a little hard on the body.
It's just you don't want to anymore.
That's it. You don't want to anymore.
Yeah. Well, welcome. Great to have you guys.
Yeah, we are headed to. Let's see. We'll be going to Cologne and Frankfurt, Bonn, all up and down the Rhine there in September in Germany. So we do love Germany.
So we'll wave at you while we're there.
Stand up if you loved the darts.
We like darts. Sure we do. Yeah, you bet. So guys, we're here to talk about, an online business that we got involved with about 7 months ago, and it's changed our life. And I don't know if you're looking for a way to create an income stream. That was our big deal. We didn't really care what it was. Like I said, we've been in 8 different types of businesses in our life, and some of them has been great. Some of them have been, less than good, but some of them they've all been good though.
Yes.
So, but once we found the online space, we're flabbergasted by the kind of things that you can do on the internet. I mean, it's just great that you can.
That sounded terrible.
No, I mean that you can. that it never closes. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It never closes. It's open 24 hours a day. And I just love that about it.
Yes.
Because in our other businesses, I mean, you have, you
had office hours.
You had office hours, and you can only work so much. You
had office hours and office order taking.
Yeah,
that's it. You couldn't get orders outside of office hours.
No, and
our normal businesses.
In our plant, we could only work 24 hours a day, and we did that some. Tried not to.
It was hard on us. We tried.
Because management on that swing shift and on that graveyard shift is kind of hard.
Yeah.
But we've done all those things, and I really like the internet. The point that it's automated and it works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And basically, how we learned that is in the Amazon business. About 6 years ago, we got involved in an Amazon business, and it was great.
It was.
We're multi-million-dollar sellers on Amazon and did really well. And until about a year ago, and we saw the handwriting on the wall that basically the fees just kept getting higher and higher, and we didn't change, but they changed. So we just basically, they took all of our profits, so we had to just kind of shut it down and not send anything else in. So
we both lost our income.
We did.
So anybody else lost an income? Have you guys lost an income, maybe by a layoff or company restructuring? Right. Anything like that? Put a Y in the chat if you walk down that road, because that's a tough one. We know it. We know what it's like to just be standing there with no prospects left.
Right. It was sitting there thinking, well, what are we going to do now? We've been doing this for 5 years. We've built a whole life around it.
We're 58, and at that point, 58 and 59.
Yeah.
So we were devastated. Anybody else lost an income?
I mean, we weren't destitute by any stretch, but we
were devastated, but not destitute. That's right.
I mean, we could eat, but I mean, that's about it. And we was going to have to do something else,
Right.
So I went and got a job for the first time in my life. I mean, I never worked for anybody else, and that's been an interesting ride.
It's been terrible. Yeah. I hate it because we can't do anything.
Yeah.
Because once he gets home, you're tired. Yeah.
No, I'm kind of chipper tonight.
I don't blame him that he's tired though. 11 hours a day.
Yeah, it gets old. I'm spoiled. I agree. I know. The Amazon business kind of spoiled us. Working on that, the online business was a
Yeah.
great ride. So it became our full time job to find something else to get involved with
Right.
online, because that is where it's at. And whether you do this business or some other business, I mean, I highly encourage
Yes.
you to get on an online business. You might be saying, well, what are you doing, Carl? Well, we're doing the Legacy Builders program. That's what we're doing here. And I was not I was very pessimistic, because we've been down the road on a lot of different
No,
things.
you were pessimistic.
We really have. We've been down a lot of
Carl.
different things that we
He
tried.
was very
Have you ever
pessimistic.
tried anything online and it just, I didn't do what they said it was going to
Put a
do?
1 in the chat if you have done that. If you have bought a program, if you have
Let's
joined
see,
a
1, 2, 3,
joined a
4, 5. I
course.
could do both hands probably.
Yeah, I definitely could.
And y'all could too.
I've done more than he knows about.
That's probably right.
That's the truth. Anybody else? Put a 1 in the chat if you have bought a course online and it didn't pan out.
Didn't pan
it
out.
didn't come out to, didn't turn out like they said it would.
No.
Or it was crickets and you couldn't get any help once
Yeah.
you were in there. So I had that before too.
Yeah, we've kind of
It's
been on a
terrible.
road. So I was very pessimistic, but our old Amazon coach told us about Legacy Builders program. I don't know, 6 months
Hello,
before,
Hector. Great to have you back.
several months before we got involved. And
We're good.
yeah, thank you, Hector, for showing up. I appreciate you. We just weren't convinced that it was something for us. And I know you're in the same boat. You got to have a reason to
Yeah.
do something different, or you won't. I mean, if your car still runs good, you're probably not going to go buy a new one. Well,
Right.
but if your car quits on you, you're going to be hunting a new one pretty quick. And that's kind of where we were at.
Our vehicle
our
broke.
vehicle was broke down.
Our financial vehicle
Yep.
broke.
So we had to find something, and so we didn't like the old vehicle was in. That's called working the job.
Yeah.
So we wanted to find another online business. So once we got to that point, and we looked around and tried to find our own thing, trying to find our own business to buy, looking at getting into debt for it, and 8 years to pay it back, we decided no, we can't do any of that.
Right.
At our age, it didn't make sense.
How are you doing, Hector? Sorry, I wanted to answer you back.
Yeah. We're doing really good.
We're doing great.
Yeah, we're doing great. I mean, it's a pretty day outside today. About 65
It's
degrees.
a little cold for me. That's why I have on a sweatshirt.
It is. I wore long sleeves today, but it was a really nice day. So anyway, I don't know what you guys are looking for. What would be your reason for creating a sideline income or a replacement income,
right,
or an additional income stream?
What would it be worth it to you? Would it be like, would you stop working? Would you stop working a 9 to 5? Put a Y in the chat if you would stop working a 9 to 5 if you had enough income.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're thinking.
At our age, we talk about this kind of stuff all the time.
All the time.
Because we want to go travel. We want to go do what we want to do.
We're healthy.
We've been working for 50 years. Not quite that long. Been working ourselves 10 years old. No, not really. But we've been working a long time, and we really do want to.
Since I was 16, so
Yeah.
that's a lot. Yeah. You're probably that year or younger than that.
Oh, I was, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know about y'all, but we want to go do stuff while we still feel good.
Yes.
So our goal was to create income stream in our later years so that we could do what we wanted to do. Because we saved and stuff for our retirement. We and it's okay. We can make it. We could survive, but it wasn't enough to really travel and do what we wanted to do.
Right.
So my only answer to that was, well, we can either cut back or we can create an additional income stream.
Right.
I mean, that's what we've done all of our life,
Always
right?
done, yeah.
So we chose to get in our own business again, which I think is the only way to fly myself, because you're in control. How many of you guys like to be in control of your time and everything about whatever it is you're making money at? I really like that. I say this all the time. I say, if it were my business, this is what I do. This is what I tell my bosses all the time.
That's what he does.
I say,
come home and tell me.
I don't know what y'all want to do, but if it was mine, this is what I would do.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell them all the time, because it's the truth,
Right.
So it's just fun whenever you're in the driver's seat and you can make things happen and do,
Oh yeah.
you can write your own ticket. That's pretty cool.
There's nothing like being able to write your own ticket and not answering to somebody else.
Yes.
Because this morning when the daggum alarm went off, I guarantee you Carl did not want to go to work. How about you guys? Did you guys want to get up and go to work this morning, dadgummit? And when the alarm went off?
I did not.
Oh gosh, no. I didn't want him to have to go.
No,
Right, yeah.
I'd rather stay at home and work on my own business.
Yeah.
But right now that's what I'm doing, and they're counting on me too. So I'm pretty loyal.
He is very loyal.
Too loyal.
Yeah.
I'm loyal to a fault, actually.
Yes.
So
not to me though. It's not to a fault
No.
when you're loyal to your
I would
wife.
say I'm loyal to you.
No, oh gosh.
What are you talking about?
Y'all pray for me.
39 years, we're still together.
Oh, hello, Trona. Oh my goodness, so good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hi, Lori.
Yeah, you always, you always comment on our stuff, and I appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you. Good to have you.
She's down in Texas, so just south of us, because
Yeah.
we're Okies here.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that rose.
I appreciate you.
That's mine, Carl. You can't have it.
Okay. You deserve it. So, guys, what we're talking about is a legacy builders program. I don't know. What would it be worth to you to have $900 paydays?
Gosh, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, some people say, well, you shouldn't get on there and you shouldn't talk about money and all this. Well, hey, why do you get up and go to work in the morning?
For money.
I guarantee
That's the only reason.
I don't know.
The only reason, right, babe?
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know why beating around the bush about it. You might as well just put it out there.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a $900 payday every day, I would not go to work anymore.
No.
I'd stay home and work on my own business.
It wouldn't even take every day.
Oh, gosh,
no.
no.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
And that's what we have here, guys. We have 4 products that you got the master resale rights to. You buy the program with the program that we bought. I mean, all I'm going to do is tell you our experience.
Yeah.
If it's for you, great. If it's not for you, it's okay.
Yeah. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
For those of you who are hopping through, just hop up there, hit that follow button, then go over to the LINK in our bio. It's yourboomerlegacy.com on YouTube, yourboomerlegacy.com right up there by my picture. And then you'll just put in your best email. You'll get all the information. You can check every little detail out.
Absolutely.
You'll get a really inspiring video from our founder. Just geek out on all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we did. I mean, we're not here to sell you on anything. We're here for you to, if it fits your
exactly
fits your mold, that can get you out of your job or pays for your credit card bills or sends your kid to school or pays off your house or whatever it is
that drives you,
then great. If not, then tell your buddy about it. I don't know.
Exactly. Share it with a friend.
Because I guarantee you somebody that needs to do something else. I know we did.
Yeah. Well, we looked up a statistic that 54% of American workers are looking for a way to create an income. On what they're doing at work is not stretching far enough.
Right.
And that's the exact same boat we're in. I mean, it's just not enough. Carl has never worked for so little, right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
No.
So it's not where we expected to be. And we're not just going to sit here and let it happen.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to do something about it. And that's what you guys need to do. Do something about it.
We still live in a country where we have that opportunity. So
jump a hold and get a hold of this opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
And at least check it out really well.
Mm-hmm.
See if it might be for you.
Yeah, it comes with those 4 income streams. Like I said, the master resale rights.
Thank you, Trona.
What we bought there. Thank you.
Thank you, Frontlines.
I appreciate you. Those 4 income streams. The $900, the $600, the $300, and the $100 product. That's what it comes with. And you get the master resale rights to all 4 of those products. So what are they?
Hi.
Well,
Hi,
they're basically, they're programs that teach you how to be in your own online business, teach you how to market on all those social media platforms.
Yeah, you really learn real skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In-demand skills, like we were talking about just a while ago. There's lots of people out there looking for a way to make money online.
Right.
I mean, your next door neighbor's looking, I guarantee you. Or whoever, you're working beside. Half the American workers are looking for some way to make money.
We have 4 ways, guys.
Yeah.
We can help them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can be the person that helps them find a way.
Right. That's exactly right. So, government allowance on top of the pension. Oh. Gets retired. Oh. I don't know where you're from.
Retirees get AOW, a government allowance on top of a pension.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that the same there? No. You have to pay into a pension, right? Is that how pensions work?
Actually, there's hardly any pensions around in the U.S. anymore. Most of the time, it's Social Security, which most people make anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 a month. Once they reach full retirement age, usually around 65 to 67 years old. That's what we have.
Yes. Where are you from, Mark? Is it I know Canada has a pension.
So I mean, it's not like nothing, but it's not enough to really live on. We were just adding it up last night. Some of our, we're living where we live. We just got to notice that our property property taxes is going to go up again. I mean, our property taxes are just getting, they're getting so high that, even if your house is paid for, just to pay for insurance and taxes is hundreds of dollars a month.
Oh, it'd be, I think just our insurance and taxes is $700 something.
Yeah, $700 or $800 a month. Just for that.
That's not including our mortgage.
No. So I mean,
hello.
So
Ari, thank you for hopping in.
So even if you have, your stuff paid for, I mean, inflation just keeps happening all around us because of all the wildfires and everything. Our insurance just keeps getting higher and higher, and
all the natural disasters.
So you might think, well, I'm set. I have all this income coming in, but then all of a sudden your insurance doubles, and it's like, well, I didn't get a double on my raise.
All right. He said there in the Netherlands, everyone who's above 67 gets 1,500 euro plus additional pension if you worked.
Well, that's good.
I see. So
that's awesome.
Here it's just Social Security if you paid into it.
Right. And we have like a personal retirement plans that people have now.
You can fund yourself or your employer could fund it for you. Yeah.
And we have a little bit of that, but most people, I mean, some people have a lot if they're disciplined and start early in life. We did some of that.
We owned our own business, so it's a little different for us.
Yeah, a little different for us, but so we had some money set aside, but it wasn't enough to live the lifestyle we were looking for.
Especially with what inflation has done.
Right.
Because when we look at how much everything has gone up in the last 3 years, the dollar just doesn't stretch like it did. Anybody else? Put a Y in the chat if that is you, because that's definitely what we're experiencing here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You're from Brazil. Yes, Ari, thanks for hopping in from Brazil.
Thank you, Ari.
Awesome.
Appreciate you being here. So, it's just, I don't care where you're from. It costs a lot to live.
It does. It costs a lot to live.
And usually it's a little more than what you make.
Why is that?
I've met people from all over the world, and everybody kind of says the same thing. Well, it'd be great if it was just a little bit more.
If a little bit more, yeah.
And that's kind of where we're at. I mean, we got enough to survive. We'll eat. We won't starve.
Says, Alabama, yeah.
But I mean, the thing is
thank you, Karen.
We really wanted an income stream that we could create because we're out of time. The penny can't double for us anymore.
We're too old.
I mean, we can make interest on what little money we got.
The penny's just gonna lay there. That's all that's happened to our pennies.
We need that penny now. So we don't have penny. we don't have time for it to compound. Because we don't have a lot of time left. So. We have to create an income stream.
Yeah, we really thought we had a pretty good plan going because of our Amazon business was doing well. But when it tanked last year, our whole plan fell apart. It fell apart.
I mean, when we had that, I mean, we went to the Netherlands. When we had our Amazon business, we went to Europe. We went to Germany. We went all over the place. We took some really good trips.
We might have just saved some of that.
Nah, we had a good time.
we have great memories.
Yeah. So money can't buy memories. I'll tell you. Well, money can buy memories. They really can. If you use it for that.
Experiences, yes.
Yeah, experiences. I wouldn't train for anything.
Yeah.
So they've really, really, really helped us so much. Be able to experience those things.
Right, but when it tanked, it was super devastating, painful. It was awful.
So we set out to find another income stream, and one that we could do.
Gary.
We wanted something we could do part-time.
Yes.
It's part-time, and then we could do it from anywhere. Right. So we had a lot of rules.
Yeah.
We really did.
We have a lot of criteria.
We did.
Because we'd been down the road with so many businesses that we've owned. We knew what we wanted this time.
Right.
Yeah. And it was a unicorn, we thought, but we found it.
Yeah. Well, we thought Amazon was the end all because it gave us a lot of freedom. Yeah. But so we knew that online was where we needed to be. So basically we worked 2-3 hours a day on this business.
Yes, we are. We're home now. Yep. You have to come see us at home now, Gary.
Yep. Sorry, Gary. Now, I didn't want to leave. I really didn't want to leave.
No.
But, we just got back from camping, by the way.
Yes, for the rest of y'all. Yeah.
But we really enjoyed it.
Gary was going to come see us.
Yeah. Yeah. Caught all the fish, but none left. So sorry. But we had a good time. But we love to travel, love to do things. And by creating a sideline income, another income stream in our retirement years was important to us.
Yes.
That's why we're doing this. It's just pure and simple. That's why we're doing it.
Right.
So we can get our time back. So it gives us location freedom. like Gary was saying, was at the lake this weekend. We were talking to people all over the world while we were at the lake.
Carl still had to go to work every day.
Yeah.
So that was, we want to stop that.
Yeah.
That's the part that, that's the only lake we can go to pretty much.
Pretty much.
In the state of Oklahoma, because it's close enough to his office.
Right.
So
yeah,
we got to get rid of that job.
Yeah.
Don't y'all want to get rid of your jobs? Aren't you done, guys? Aren't you ready to find a better way?
Yeah, that was us. Find a better way. And so,
Yes.
That's all we were looking for. It didn't really matter what it was as long as it's legal.
Right. Yeah. Gary wants to know if we caught anything fishing. No, we didn't.
No. I saw a couple jump, but
Yeah.
that was about it. Wasn't much fishing going on.
No.
It rained a lot.
It rained,
so that one on the weekend it rained.
On the
a lot,
weekend, yeah.
So anyway, we wanted to create a business that gives our time back. It's pure and simple. Even if we stayed home, I mean, I have a little boat. We live on a little lake.
Yeah.
I mean, we love going out there and and fishing. Especially during the week because there's nobody out there.
Right.
So we got the whole lake to ourselves.
Thank you, Clearview.
And we can just go out there and just fish. It's great.
It is.
So
during the week on the lake is the best.
It really is.
Because there's nobody.
Yeah, there's nobody.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is at work, right?
Right. Now we can only go on the weekends.
Right. So now they're with everybody else fighting the waves.
Yeah.
So
y'all was fishing, not catching, so peaceful. Exactly.
I
Yes.
never care if I catch.
We don't
anything,
care if
Gary.
we catch.
I really don't.
Yeah.
So I'll try this lure. I'll throw it out there.
Yeah.
And I don't even use live bait because it's too nasty most of the time.
And
If I'm really getting serious, well, I will. But most of the time I don't.
He's
care.
not too serious now.
No, I'm just happy being out there.
We'll have a book on, on Audible going out there on the lake and just listen to the book.
It's it's the best.
We love it.
We do.
A little old pontoon boat, little one.
Yeah.
There's always somebody in Holland. There's no real untouched wilderness here. I'd love to have that. Oh, is it packed there?
No,
Really?
Mark, come to Oklahoma.
Come on down.
There's plenty of wide open spaces, buddy.
Oh my goodness, yes. We got the open ranges here.
If you can stand the wind, you're in good shape.
There's a trade-off, the wind.
But we do have some beautiful places.
We do.
Even in Oklahoma. And Oklahoma's not known for being the most beautiful place in the world, but we got some pretty country here.
He said it's really packed and super densely populated.
Wow.
Really? No, I did not know that.
I didn't either. We've been to Amsterdam.
That was packed.
Went to Belgium. Took the train up there. Took a bus up there.
Bruges?
To Bruges,
I don't think that's how y'all say it, but that's how we say it.
That's how us Okies say it.
Yes, the nature in the U.S. seems breathtaking. We have a lot of beautiful, but man, we saw some incredible there.
Yeah, we did.
Could you please play Insomnia? Oh,
I don't know.
no, probably not.
No. But, I don't know if you guys are looking for a way, but check this business out. Like I said, tell them how to get the information if you're just joining us.
You hop up there and hit that follow or hit our face twice. Hit Carl really hard right up there twice. And then go over to the LINK in our bio on our TikTok page and on our YouTube page. Up at the top underneath our picture, it says yourboomerlegacy.com.
Right.
Click on that link and then it'll take you over to our website. Put in your best email and you're going to get a video from our founder. It won't be us. But it's a video that explains how the business works. She does a much better job than we do. And then you'll get the blueprint that we follow. This is the daily blueprint that we follow every single day. You'll get to see it. I mean, it's kind of like a test run. I mean, you get to see all of it for free. Mm-hmm. Just go over there and check that out. Put in your best email. Yeah.
Check it out. And you guys will really enjoy it. And that's what we did. Is we had to check it out for ourselves and make sure that, is something that we could see ourselves doing.
Yes.
Because, think about it. I mean, if you're going to
Gary punched you in the face.
Oh, well, I needed it. If you go with,
thanks, Gary.
if you go over there, you wouldn't buy a car unless you, test drove it and checked it out and could see yourself driving it. I mean, I've driven some cars and it's like, Lord, I don't like that car. I ain't buying that car.
He's real car picky compared to me. I am not car picky.
I wouldn't drive that car. So, I wouldn't buy it, Well, it's the same thing about, a business. I mean, you got to check it out for yourself. You got to see yourself doing it.
So here's the flip side. He never would have done this business. Yeah.
That's true.
I did it. Yeah.
That is really, really true.
Yeah. It took him 5 months to join me, but I'm so thankful he did because we're having so much fun together.
We are.
Yeah.
We enjoy it.
And since Carl's joined me, things have just been better and better and better.
Yeah.
So
it's
it's been awesome having him on board.
I think as a couple, we relate to a lot of people with the same kind of issues that we're faced with
Right.
every day. I mean,
Old age issues.
how are we going to make enough money to
How
do
we
what we
gonna
want
make
to do,
Yeah.
without working our life away. And, that's one thing
Hi,
that
Karen.
we weren't scared of this because, basically it comes as a turnkey operation. It comes with everything you need. It comes with the
Right.
sales funnel. It comes with the website and
Four ready-made
four
products.
ready-made products and 100% resale rights on and 100% profit. The whole thing. And, it comes with everything you need turnkey.
Detrana said that the teamwork makes the dream work. There you go.
There you go.
It has for us.
Every business we've ever owned in our whole life, 39 years, we've always worked together. I remember when she got out of college, I wanted her to go. She was a school teacher. That's what she went to school for. And I just wanted her to go take the state. And I said, go work for the state, take their money, because,
Yes.
we weren't making any money. And she said, no, I want to help you. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So she come to work with us,
Yes.
and we went to work. And gosh, I remember our first P&L she did. She was kind of working in bookkeeping. She said, well, it looks pretty good, Carl. I said,
I don't
really?
belong in bookkeeping.
I said,
Numbers are not my friend.
She said, it looks pretty
I'll
good.
get right to you, Chainsaw.
And she said, what do these brackets mean? I said, that's not good.
I didn't know. That brackets meant you're losing money.
That's right. Yeah. So anyway,
I was 20.
That's my funny story.
I was 20 years old, or maybe 21 by then. I don't know how old we were. Any advice for married couples who run a business?
Yes. Do whatever she says. No, I'm just kidding.
I will say, one thing that Carl and I have been careful of is the words that we speak to each other. I don't say anything to Carl that I wouldn't say to my best friend, Lisa. I'm careful, and he is super careful. He is very kind to me. He's very supportive. If he thinks something, not very supportive, he keeps it to himself, and I do the same. So I think that was, for us. And of course, we've kept God in the middle of our relationship, which is absolutely the most important thing that we did, is we kept God first, because it's made us stronger, and we've weathered some really bad stuff.
We have.
Some really big storms.
We have.
And God's always carried us through.
And we had some really good times. We had some.
There you go, Jenna. Amen.
Some tough times too. We really did.
Yeah.
But for real, I mean, I remember when we first started working together, she finally told me, she said, listen, you can't just treat me like some kind of an employee. She said,
I am not your employee. I'm your wife.
I'm your wife. She said, you will say please, and you will be kind. I said, okay.
Yeah.
And she said, you should be to your employees too. I said, yeah, you're right. So
it was not what was modeled in front of him, though.
No.
I will say he had a different model.
I did.
Than that. And he has fantastic parents. I don't mean anything bad about his parents. They're from a different generation.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
My dad was pretty his way or highway. And that's how I grew up. And so
wonderful man, though.
I had to learn that, what I always say, I tried to learn from get the best from both my parents. And I think that's what I did. And
he did.
You got to treat people the way you want to be treated. And I learned that if you treat people the way you want to be treated, they're going to treat you well.
Man, that's so true.
And it really has been.
And it sounds so simple, but it's not always simple, is it?
No, it's not. No.
Yeah.
And so, we found that, most of the time we had a handful of people that really helped us be successful.
Right.
And we couldn't have done it without them. So I owe them a big debt for sure. So, and I think that's true in any business that you work with people. Getting along with people is probably the number one thing that you have to deal with. The work was never, that complicated. I mean, once you learn how to do something, well, you know how to do it. The hard part was, getting a team together, rowing the boat in the right direction.
Oh, yeah. How many times have I heard people say, my job would be so simple if it wasn't for the people?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the daggum people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's just real life, right?
And this business it's just really, it's pretty nice because you're really kind of, you're in your own business, but you for yourself, but not by yourself.
Right.
But you don't really have to have any employees or anything, which is great.
Oh, yeah, that is great. We like that. What online digital marketing tactics do you specialize in? We use attraction marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're learning how to tell our story, share with people in a way that draws people to us. We're not sell. So those are not tactics that we use.
Who asked that question? Auctioneer?
That was from Auctioneer, yes.
Yeah, Auctioneer, that was one thing that scared me when I first looked at this business. I'm not a salesman, number one. And number two, I'm certainly no marketer.
Right. We've never been good at marketing until now.
that was probably my biggest fear is like, will this work for Carl and Lori? And
Right.
because that's honest truth, because I didn't know. But the thing is it basically teaches you to get on here and be yourself.
Yeah.
And tell people why you did it. And if it checks their boxes, then they can do it too.
Yes.
And that's it.
Our goal is just to get people to just look at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's our goal.
And my goal is also our goal is to help, help the people that want to do this
Once
business
they
and
decide,
help them any way we can and answer their questions and point them in the right direction. And that's what we do. We don't get paid extra for that. It's just that, our success is not based on your success or vice versa. It's not an MLM. It's not a pyramid. It's none of those things. It's your business.
Right.
And the other cool thing about it is, the sky's the limit. You can make as much money as you want to make. If you work at it, it works for you. If you don't work, you work not, you get not. I say it every night.
Every night. Work not, you get not. That's right.
I don't care if it's this business or some other business.
And Tia said, do you have a TikTok shop yet? We don't have a TikTok shop because I am very one track.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not great at switching gears. I never have been. It's just not how my brain works. I do well at focusing in and honing in on one skill at a time. So I haven't jumped off onto other things. How about you, Tia? Is that what you do? Do you have a TikTok shop?
A lot of people do.
A lot of people do.
Yeah. Our goal is to create more income streams along with the 4 that it comes with.
Yes.
That's our goal. And there's a lot of different ways you can do that.
Sure.
We want to create another digital product is what our goal is to start with.
Yeah, eventually.
And then we're going to get into some affiliates and those kinds of things,
She has a TikTok shop.
Well, it's great.
That is awesome.
I mean, I commend anybody that
it's a big old world out there on social media.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I encourage
we
anybody.
do commend you.
Anybody to check out. Yes. Whatever works for you. We found the Legacy Builders program to really work well for us. Right. Just basically as they teach it in the most basic way, because actually, that's the only way we could learn it. Because
we're old, Tia.
we had never been on TikTok in our life. We'd never been on YouTube in our life.
You bet, Chainsaw.
Thank you.
Learning the skills opens up so many other doors. You're so right, Shauna. Right. Yes, it really does.
The longer that we're involved in this business, the more opportunity I see.
Yes.
In fact, I could get almost overwhelmed with the opportunity.
It's so true. That's why I have to stay one track.
Yeah, we really do, because
that's just how my brain is.
We feel like we gotta stay focused in on one thing and try to master it.
Yes.
And then move on. And that's just how we do things.
I feel like if we were making a sale a day, we had mastered it.
Yeah.
Right? You too, Gary. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah. We're with Gary.
Yeah, I just want to master it.
Yes.
And then
got a ways to go.
And that's true with every business we've ever had. I mean, before we
yes, it is.
Before I added to my product line, I wanted to get this down, making sure all these products were profitable before we added to our line,
It's always how we did it.
Production.
Yeah.
Before we, built a new building or moved to a bigger location, we had to make sure that
more equipment.
We had all this down. Stuff. I mean, that's just the way we've always built business. Yeah. So, and we're patient, that's a great thing about this business. You can earn while you learn. And that's
thank goodness.
That's been a real, I don't know, it really fit us well.
Yes.
Because, we come in with no following. We'd never been on social media before.
We have tech skills.
We weren't marketers. We weren't salespeople.
We're true beginners.
We really were.
True beginners.
Like I said, we come from brick and mortar and manufacturing.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what we spent our whole life doing.
And then Amazon for 5 years. Yeah.
Which basically all we did is,
all we did was feed the beast.
Yeah. All we did was send stuff to all the warehouses. That's what we did. So, make sure that the product was profitable and those kinds of things. But it wasn't really, it was really simple business actually. But this business is even better because you don't have to handle products. It's digital products.
It's great.
So
I mean,
I never had that before.
You're not even working on your business and you're making sales.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, we're unloading the groceries and we get a sale, So Lori's like, gosh, we just sold another $900 program. So, oh gosh, we just sold another $600 program.
Yeah.
Who
was it? I have no idea.
I don't know. It's just really awesome, and that's what all the automations that we have works for you, because it comes with all those emails. It's already pre-written for you. You don't have to write all those things.
30 emails that are pre-written for you.
Yeah.
It follows up with your customers for 30 days, potential customers for 30 days.
I mean,
That's wonderful.
it's just pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's just, it comes with the business.
We didn't have to write those.
No. If old Carl was writing them, it wouldn't be good. You know, it really wouldn't.
I'd have a lot of emojis and fun stuff in it, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't have said nothing. And Carl's would have just been straight to the point.
Get on or get off the fence, you know. That'd be about it.
So the automations give you your time back, and I think that's the best part.
Yes.
For us, automations, not only does it do all that work for us, but it gives us that time back that we would have had to spend doing all that stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah, and that would take Carl and Lori. That would take us a week to get all 30 people.
We'd still be trying to get this thing off the ground. I guarantee.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We would.
We don't know how to do any of that stuff. So we were thankful to find a done for you business, a business in a box.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys may be really techie and all that. That's great.
That's great.
You know, you probably go a lot faster than we go, and that's okay.
That is,
because it's your
not
business.
a race.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the people get involved in this, and you know, they're making sales their first week. You know,
right.
You know, Carl and Lori, it took us a while.
It took us 3 months at least.
Yeah. Just before we ever made a digital sale.
Just being honest with you.
And you know, you might say, "Well, gosh, that's terrible." No, I didn't think it was bad at all. I mean, because
we really didn't think it was bad.
Because you know, we started at less than zero. We'd never even been on social media before, right. So I was pretty happy with that. Yeah. I mean, the only way we found out about this is our old Amazon coach told us about it. You know, and that otherwise we never would have even known it existed.
We wouldn't have found this on our own.
No.
So thankful she came along and told us about it.
So you guys are lucky you're getting.
We would have just kept going because we really thought we were too old.
But we'd have just bought something. So we did.
Well, yeah,
we did,
and we didn't have TikTok, so we certainly wouldn't have found it on here.
No,
because we'd never had it before.
So we'd have just bought something else,
or YouTube either. We wouldn't have found it on here either.
No, I mean I watch YouTube how to work on my car. That's about it. You know.
Yeah, I watch some painting shows. You know, some how to paint things.
Yeah,
artsy craftsy stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, you can create your own digital products too in this business, and you know. If you really wanted to learn some real skills, you know, I can't tell you how many things that we bought online to learn how to do something.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you really wanted to know, we bought lots of programs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And how to write a book. I brought a program to taught me how to write a book.
Yeah.
Step by step.
Yep. And it worked.
It worked.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's the thing. I mean, you know,
it was back in the day. I mean, it came in the mail. The program did. Because it was so long ago, it wasn't an online program.
Yeah, but you know, people there's all kinds of ways to make money online.
Yes,
and this business teaches you. It comes with 200 different ideas for you to create other digital products in addition to the 4 that it already comes with.
I mean, think of all those income streams.
Yeah,
all those 200 things out there working for you if you chose to put them all together.
Yeah,
wow.
Think of it like this.
That'd be amazing.
If you had 20 bestseller books on you know, I don't know, on
Ooh,
Audible,
baby,
you know, that'd be pretty cool.
Wow.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, the same thing. If you have a really good product, a good digital product that you're selling over and over again, it's the same kind of thing.
And you know how to market it. I mean, you have that added know-how. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they teach you how to market. You know, that doesn't cost you pay per click or anything like that. Yeah.
We don't pay for advertising.
No, and we don't have any monthly fees.
No.
So that was a big thing with me. I
kept Amazon. That was a big thing.
I just kept waiting. I kept asking Lori, I said, okay, what's the monthly fees for this and for that? And she said, there aren't any. I said, there's got to be somewhere. You know, I just couldn't believe it. You know,
all the time he'd say, how much that cost you?
Yeah.
What they charge you for that? There was nothing. There are no charges, Carl. This one-time fee. One-time fee.
So basically, for under $1,000, I can say this with authority because this is the way it really happened. Truth. For under $1,000, basically, we had everything we needed, and we could be in our own online business with the potential of a 6-figure income. Yes. I don't know what else to tell you other than check it out for yourself. Because
hop right up there, hit that follow twice, then go over to the LINK in my bio, and you'll see yourboomerlegacy.com. And just put in your best email. Check it out for yourself.
Yeah. And like I said, I know you're pessimistic, but, you know, make a real decision.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Don't listen to me. Go make your own decision. You know, that's the only way you're really going to be
Yes.
successful anyway, if you can see yourself doing it. So the people that get involved with us in this business, I mean, you can't keep them out. Once they get over there and they check it out and they decide it's for them,
Right.
they're in like Flynn, boy. They're going like 90 miles an hour.
And Gary's talking about the community here, 30 wins over 225 pages worth of wins.
Mhm.
So it's 225 pages of people who are having wins within or having success in this business
Yeah.
day in, day out.
People just like us.
Normal people we're on there several times.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when we would have sales, and I would remember to put it in there.
Yeah.
So it's quite a community of people that support one another. Gary, we're in the same business as Gary and Trana. I mean, it's quite an organization. We
Yeah.
just support one another.
We do. And that's what
Yeah.
makes it great. I mean, you know, there are
We've met a
people
lot of nice people.
we really have. Maybe not in person, but we've met them online.
I feel
and
like we know them.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we feel like we know them because we've had, you know, little chit chats along the
Yes.
way. And
I
a few
mean,
of them,
Gary's coming over.
yeah, he's gonna come fishing one of these days. So there you go. That's fine. So yeah, we have a good time on here, and we love building this business. And you know, I guess the coolest part about it is of course the money, but in addition to that there's no stress.
No stress.
None.
Nope.
I mean, I don't get stressed out about anything.
No.
Because you know,
Anything involved in this business?
no, we made one sale and we were break even. I'd never been in a
Yeah.
business like that.
No debt.
So I'm just
That's amazing.
okay, and you know, there's no bills coming.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
it is what it is. I mean, you know, it just all you got to do is turn the lights on, and go to work.
We're not trying to cover some charges that are coming in every month.
No. I mean, even in the Amazon business, you know, gosh, we'd some months we'd spend $30,000 on inventory.
Yes.
You know, and just hope and pray it's sold.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So
I mean, those credit cards were huge. Gary said, I go catching, Carl. You'll have fun watching me.
Okay, that's fine. I'll sit and watch. That's okay. That's all right with me.
You show him the ropes, won't you, Gary?
Yeah, you might get me fired up. I might have you say, "What are you doing there? How are you doing that?" Yeah, we enjoyed doing this business and playing and the places that it's taken us. You know, the $900 paydays. I mean, I ask this almost every night. You know, how many $900 paydays does it take to change your life? You know.
Hi there, darling.
Hi. So, you know, it doesn't take very many. I mean, you know, one a month, one a week.
I'll tell you guys, every $900 payday changed our life.
It did.
Every $900 payday made a difference for us.
Yeah.
Because it's daggum $900.
Right. It's
That's
100%
a lot
profit.
of money.
Yeah, it is.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I can buy a lot of bait.
Yes.
I can buy a lot of gas for my boat with that. You know
We
what?
can get you a new fishing pole, baby.
I might could. There you go. Yeah.
Some live bait.
Yeah. So yeah, it's incredible.
It is.
And that's another thing. I mean, you know, when you get that $900, it's your money. I mean, it goes right into your bank account. You don't have to give any of it to me or anybody else. It's yours. So it's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you want to show them what the price points are?
Yeah, sure. I get my little board out here. MRR over here means master resale rights. So that's what you get whenever you buy a program. You get the master resale rights to these 4 programs. Okay, or that's what we did. We bought the $900 program, and with that, you actually get the 600, the 300, and the 100 also. So you got 4 different digital products that you have for sale that you can sell. They're all ready for you. All you got to do is just start promoting. That's it. So that's what we do. And there's payment programs on each one of these. So each level that you wanted to buy in to, there's a payment program for you there to buy into that if you wanted to do that. We bought the $900 program simply because it comes with the other 3 programs as well. So you get 4 income streams to start with. And the other cool thing about it is that at the $900 level, it also teaches you how to create your own digital products as well. So you can create additional income streams, which I thought that's really what we wanted. Ultimately, to have staying power, that's what we wanted. We wanted to have more than just these 4. So, that was important to us. And every time you sell one of these products or any product that you have on here, it's 100% your profit. I mean, it's 100% because it's a digital product. And you're not having your cost of acquisition of customers is 0. Because the way they teach you how to market. So that's 100% profit. And this is our website up here, www.yourboomerlegacy.com. So that's where you can get all the information. You can follow us and click on that link there, and you can get all the information. And be sure to check your spam because sometimes the emails
Yes,
go to
a lot
spam.
of times it goes in spam.
So anyway, so that's pretty much in a nutshell what we have here to start
Are
with.
special or no?
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Oh, okay. Let me have that again. Okay, so we are running a special right now that you'll get a free bonus if you purchase at the which one's just
9 to 6.
the 900 or the 600, either one. You will get, drum roll please, a free six-day, 5-night vacation to Cancun.
Right.
We partnered with a program that was giving away those vacations. So if you purchase one of those, and these are 4 and 5-star hotels. These are not junky hotels. You have to pay the taxes and the fees, which are, I think they're around $30 per night, I believe.
Something like $30,
it's
$40
under
a night.
$200. You are responsible for those fees.
And of course, you have to get there.
And you have to get there and you have to eat.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not feeding you. I'm not taking you to Ray's now, but I am taking you on vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get to go with you. I would love to go with you.
The value would be at least probably $1,000.
Oh, at least, yes. I mean, if you wanted to invite us with you.
We've traveled like this for years.
For 2-person, yes. We partnered with that company to be able to offer those to you guys. So
it's just an extra incentive,
Just an extra incentive. You get something. Even not only are you getting the opportunity to take that one vacation, but to create income to have a lifetime of vacations. So we just thought those two things pair together really well.
Well, it matched us because that is one of our big, huge reasons for building this business, and we want people to travel with.
So what you'll do is hop up there, hit the follow, then go over to the LINK in our bio, put in your best email, and you'll start getting the information. If you buy, we got to give them a time frame, like in the next 48 hours.
Right, next 48 hours.
And just send me an email that says vacation.
Right.
And I'll know that you purchased.
We'll send you the link.
That you heard this and you followed the instructions.
Yeah.
Because you're a good student and you want to go on vacation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's an awesome, like I said,
it's a good value.
4 and 5-star hotels. Super nice in Cancun.
I said, we've traveled like this.
Yes. That's awesome.
We did that. We've gone to Branson a whole lot of times like this because Branson's fairly close for us.
Right.
It's, I don't know, it's a place here
5 hours,
in Missouri,
maybe?
about 5 miles, 5 hours away. And, basically we go kind of last minute. And so we get the deals where you pretty much pay the taxes and, go for a couple $100 for a whole week.
They have empty spots.
Right.
And so, but this particular one is, you can't go that close in. You have to be at least 30 days out before you can go.
So anyway, we've traveled like this for years.
Yes.
And it works really good.
It is a great way to travel. We just don't pay full price.
No,
we don't. We haven't for
long time.
A long time. Yeah, because it's just been to Branson once. What a drive!
I bet it was.
I bet it was.
Yeah, so it's only 5 hours for us.
Only 5 hours, yeah.
In fact, we just wear Branson out.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go there again.
It's quick and easy to get over there, and there's always hotel rooms, and it's inexpensive for us because of this kind of travel.
Yeah. So yeah, we like going over there.
And I do love the shows.
We do.
I'm a show person.
Yeah. So that's fun. We'd love to travel.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I mean, that's one of our, I don't know, it's probably 90% of why we're doing this business because we want the time and the money to travel.
Right. It is our favorite thing to do.
Yeah. And we know that someday in our life, we probably won't want to go that much.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But we don't want to wait until then. We want to travel while we still feel good.
Right.
And so that's why, I think creating an income stream for us in our retirement years is really, really important.
Yes.
So, any other questions, guys?
See, Gary says St. Louis was crazy. We dropped in, and man, we wish we didn't. Really, we haven't been to St. Louis a ton. I mean, actually tour around there.
Not too much. No,
Yeah.
we haven't. We
Just
drove through there several times, but we had never spent much time there. Went to Lake of the Ozarks. I like that. That's a nice lake. There's a lot of people though.
A lot of people. Yeah. But it's such a beautiful lake, though. It's probably so many people.
It was pretty there.
We don't have that problem in Red Dirt Lake, Oklahoma, that we live on.
No, nobody wants to come to our lake.
The campground across the way from us is never full.
No.
Because come on down.
Yeah, there's always room.
Always.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's what we come here to share with you guys. Like I said, just reach up there and follow us, and hit that link and put your best email in. You can check all the details out for yourself, and it's really it's worth your effort to check it out.
Yes.
It really is.
He said, we stopped for food on our way to Branson. I thought we were going to get robbed.
Yeah, well, St. Louis is not known
St. Louis is sometimes in rough spots.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. That's true in most cities, though.
Yeah.
True in most cities.
In big cities, I wouldn't say in our little 2,500 person city. There might be a little bit of a rough area.
I flew into Chicago one time and drove around, and it got a little scary there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did.
I got lost in Dallas one time at nighttime, and there was like me and 3 other women. Yeah, and we ended up stopping at this quick stop, and it was terrifying.
Yeah,
and because none of us could figure out how to get home.
That was before cell phones and Siri, you know.
It was before cell phones and Siri.
It's amazing they're still alive. I'm telling you. She don't know what she couldn't find.
No.
She can't find her way to Oklahoma City. I mean,
No,
we're not very far away.
I was not born with a map in my head. Carl was.
Yeah.
Neither of our kids were either. They didn't get that.
Yeah.
They didn't get the Randall gene on that one.
But before Siri and maps on your phone, I'd have to draw her a map every time she went to the big city. Every time.
Even if I was going to the same place.
Oh yeah, over
because
and over.
There's no space in here for that. I don't have space for a bunch of maps.
Yeah.
Same in Indianapolis. There you go.
I hear
Oh, we have been to Indy quite a few times.
I liked Indy.
Back when we were in the Amway business, we went to Indianapolis.
Long time ago,
like 20 years, at least 20, maybe 20.
Oh, it was more
probably
like
30 years ago. Yeah. And
Been
we
a
would go
long
to
time.
conventions there at the pyramid thing.
Yeah. No, that was in Memphis.
Have you been to most states? Carl's been to a lot more than I have.
Been to a bunch of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Been to a lot of them. Not near enough.
Yeah. I haven't been to a lot of them, I would say.
No.
Yeah, Carl's family were traveling people. They love to travel.
I really like the West, Colorado, Montana, Wyoming. That's more my stuff. We really liked Maine real well.
Oh yes.
I haven't ever been
lobster
to Vermont.
rolls.
Yeah.
I love the lobster rolls at Maine. Yeah. Y'all have had too much fun. we have had a lot of fun. Yes.
Yeah, we have. That's why we don't have no money, because we spend it all traveling. But we have memories that nobody can ever take away from us. So.
We do. We went to Alaska. I could tell you this story.
Oh, one quick story.
Yeah, we went to Alaska, and with 2 of our friends, our closest friends. We've been planning it for a long time, and we decided we were going on the bear adventure. And so we went into Homer, Alaska, and we got on this little plane. There was 5 people on this plane and a pilot. It was a tiny plane, and we flew over onto this beach. And when we landed on the beach, there were grizzly bears everywhere. Yeah. And we got out of the plane. Carl was terrified. Of course, I was scared too, but I'm not quite as afraid of animals as Carl is. I really like animals.
I knew I could outrun her, so I was safe. That's the truth of it right there.
Everybody in the group said, all we have to do is outrun Lori.
That's it.
Because I'm not known for my speed.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were with a guide, and we had to walk single file. So he said, so the animal thinks you're one big animal, and the bear think that you're one big animal. It was in this marshy kind of sloshy stuff inland. And so we were clomping around in this mud that would suck your boots off pretty much. And those bears, they didn't act like they ever really saw us. And there was probably 20 in the field with us at a time. Yeah. And just surrounding, they weren't sniffing the air. I mean, there were a lot of rules about what you couldn't eat, what you couldn't wear, those kinds of things. Yeah. And those bear, excuse me.
You're buck naked out there.
Yeah, we were not buck naked.
That's kidding. I'm sorry. It just came out.
Yeah, you kind of embarrassed me on that one. Anyway, so we followed our guide, and that when one bear started walking towards us, grizzly, huge animal, started walking towards us. And he said, everyone take a knee. He was talking very soft. Everyone take a knee. And I looked at Carl, and his eyes were huge.
Yeah, I was pretty scared.
And that bear was eating, and he was eating the sedge. They called it sedge grass. And he kept walking towards us and walking towards us. And I don't know, how far do you think he got from us?
I'd say 25 yards, probably.
And he finally stopped, and he looked at us, and he started walking again towards us. And he got closer and closer. And then finally he just turned,
Yeah.
And he went, and we don't know if that guide had some kind of weapon,
No, I don't think so.
something to in some way save our lives. But the big rule that they told us before we left is whatever happens, do not run. Do not run. I can't promise you that. I cannot promise you that I can't.
It was the most incredible experience I've ever done.
Oh my goodness.
It was the funnest thing.
It was incredible.
It was really expensive, but
it was expensive. Yeah.
It was worth the money.
Yeah.
It was.
So it was the trip of a lifetime. It really was. And then Carl saw a whale out on this little bitty boat.
Yeah.
Whale.
Yeah. Killer whale.
Killer whale.
He was out there fishing for halibut.
They were halibut fishing.
Yeah.
Lisa and I were eating and, enjoying the little town.
Yeah. Beach. Yeah.
If you start running, then they'll chase you.
Yeah.
Because then you would separate from this group. They don't see you as a big mass anymore.
That's what
and
they
you've
explained.
separated from the group. And and there was a child there that somebody had like maybe a 8-year-old. It's like, I don't know if I would have done that, because I'm afraid my children would have ran.
Then they've never had any problems or anything.
No.
It was a really unique experience. It was in the wild too. It wasn't
in
like
the wild, It
wasn't like a protected, I don't know, a zoo or anything. I mean, it was out in the middle of nowhere. We had to fly a seaplane or beach plane and landed there on the beach. Just out in the middle of nothing.
Right.
I mean, it was just nowhere.
It was
pretty cool.
Gosh, we'll never forget. I know I have a picture on my phone, but it would probably. Oh, that's my phone.
It'd take too long to find.
I'm a ding-a-ling. From Amazon jungle in Brazil. Oh, that's where you are, Rafaela.
Okay,
awesome.
I bet you run into some stuff. Is it common to encounter dangerous wildlife? Well, yeah, it's going to where you're at. Yeah, in Alaska, it definitely is.
Right.
You definitely had to pay attention to your surroundings in Alaska.
We took bear spray with us
everywhere.
We just weren't allowed bear spray on that little plane. That was a rule. You couldn't take it with you.
But when we went hiking and stuff, you had to have bear spray.
Yeah, we took bear spray with us. Yeah. In Oklahoma, the wildlife you would encounter are like deer. They're not aggressive. Snakes, I guess.
Yeah.
Like some snakes.
Oklahoma, not so much.
Yeah.
Snakes is probably rattlesnakes is out west and stuff. Yeah. But for the most part, nothing too dangerous. Too dangerous, no.
What about in Alabama? Do you have what kind of dangerous stuff you have there? You have a lot of wildlife?
Alligators, probably.
Alligator, yeah.
I don't know, but that's those
tornadoes. That's what we have in Oklahoma.
Yeah. They got in Alabama too, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's
thanks for sticking with me on that story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like to tell stories.
Yeah, that's there again. That's why we want to build this business, so we can have more experiences like that. And I don't know about y'all, but I mean, nobody can take your experiences away from you. That's what makes it all worthwhile. That's living life. It really is living life, and that's what we want to do. Is we want to live more of a life.
Too.
We don't want to spend it all at the job.
Right. So we want to share a lot of it with our grandkids and our kids. And,
we want to be able to help fund them, and so that they can have experiences as well.
Right.
So, because in the end, that's all you really have, right?
Yeah.
It don't matter how much money you got; it's how many experiences you had with your family and people you love. So, that's what we like to do.
Yes.
So, anyway, guys, we're going to hop off here.
And you can look that up. It's Homer Bear Adventure.
Yep, Homer Bear Adventure. Look it up.
Homer Bear Adventure.
Yeah, you'll see. It's
cool. Thank you for following us, Mark. Thanks for sticking with
Mark.
us all this time too. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Thanks for taking the time with us. We enjoyed visiting with everybody.
Come see us down here.
Got a month-old grandkid. Wow.
Oh, boy or a girl? We have 2 boys.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Yeah, 4 and 5. Yeah.
They're wild boys.
They are.
They are little rednecks.
They just started. They just started racing motorcycles.
That's dumb.
So it's
I hate it.
It's the most.
I hate it.
It's grand.
I mean, I'd take him to see a grizzly bear first.
No.
And put them on a daggum motorcycle.
Oh, they're having a ball.
Oh, they don't have any judgment. When you are 4 and 5, you don't have any judgment to be on a motorcycle.
We're here to teach. That's what we're doing.
Carl grew up on a dirt bike, so he is fired up. And so is their daddy. Yeah. Their daddy, Tyler, is fired up.
Yeah. So, we're
I'm
loving
not.
it. Well, guys, we're going to hop off here. If you want more information, just follow us up there.
Thanks for spending your time with us. And
check it out for yourself,
Check it out. Go get that free vacation, guys.
Yep. Yeah,
we'd love to give it to you.
Yeah, we'd love to give it to you. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And,
yes.
It's just a little extra incentive to make this thing a no-brainer for you.
You bet.
All right, guys.
Y'all have a great night.
See you tomorrow.